lurking, and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what Bank said. I got the work on the avenue, they know what Tank said. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the judging, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman, I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, then the ape in. I live with birds come out.
Head coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll give to Hyde. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down, Mayfield. Gets it to Gordon. And he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now let's go.
Hyde. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. A big 30-yard play on third. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Hyde. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Throwing, Mayfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Room to run past midfield. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. The first down throw here for Rivers. He's got Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon down to the 25. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A second down throw for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Steps away to his left. Forced out to his left. Going underneath for Gordon. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, here we go.
Throwing Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good headed scheme going.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mayfield. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Go orange. Here we go. Orange.
First down, Rivers. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, Rivers. And Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And Sturgis able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now Austin Eckler on the return. Spinning away. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Barrett.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hurry up!
Rivers now on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Hey!
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Browns getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, Mayfield again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Higgins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield with it once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Rivers. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. 2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end, Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Go. Hey, Rocket.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rivers here to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hurry up!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just fantastic feeling.